Well, Coach, we are in a sweet spot as far as football weather is concerned today in Nashville. Just enough chill in the air for a sweatshirt, light breeze, fall in full swing at Nissan Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. They go play action with Jackson, rolling to his left. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. He's locked in early. 2 nice first down completions to start.
I like the fact that he's seeing the whole field early, spreading it around a little bit in the early going.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And some nifty running right away as he'll get this up past the 30. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Check 37. Check 37. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
From the 31, Jackson. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kevin Byard. Parker unable to get that one. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mariota now. He finds Corey Davis. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here's Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Mariota now from the 50. Flush to his right. This one caught by Davis. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 37.
Well, it's just been an aerial attack all the way downfield, and they're putting it to the defense in a big way right now. What do you think, partner? Do you now run the football? Because they're in a pretty good spot already at the outer edges of the field goal.
But there he goes left side. Touchdown, Titans. Kenyon Drake, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
At the 20-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 60-yard line. 54. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Save.
To throw again on second down. Jackson into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 17-yard line.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and the Colts pick it up. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. And how about the big boy showing off the wheels?
Let's face it, anybody who watches a game, even if it goes against your team, when there's a big man with the football, everyone locks in.
All eyes.
Everyone locks in, and they're rumbling. You can feel it all the way to the upper reaches of the stands.
25 yards that time. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity in the ball game. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. They'll run here with Mack. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Mack. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marlon Mack, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mariota complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. These two teams all tied after one. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Mariota. Got a man. It's Brown. And down he goes at the 49. A 3-yard pickup. On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. He gets it to Brown. Complete. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. They'll run with Drake. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. From the gun, Mariota. They will find Davis. That's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you need
pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
It's a gain of 3, and it sets him up with 2nd and just 2 yards to go. On second and a couple, Mariota.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
On first down, Drake. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota escaping the pressure right. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 79 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Running, it's Drake. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On play action, Mariota. He'll buy some time right. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jabal Sheard wreaking the defensive havoc.
Go, take a seat. You can't stop me.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. A first scoring update now from Carolina. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. To the right side to Eric Ebron. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a 1st down. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And this is Parker, complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
A quick throw here out to Brown. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Well, this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off at the 39. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
You got it! You got it!
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He was looking to get it to Parker again, and it's 3rd and short. McCrane's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they'll go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
It's 3rd and 1.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota rolling to his right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Situation, let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Drake. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Throwing is Mariota. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Jackson on first down. Campbell making the catch. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Jackson to throw. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with it.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jeffrey Simmons providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Flushed out right. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. First down, Mariota. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll run with the former Ole Miss Rebel, Jordan Wilkins. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got his man, Hilton. And he gets this inside. The 35-yard line.
A gain of 14. And the Colts first down.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. it's Jackson. He's going to let one go deep for touchdown, Indianapolis. Devontae Parker, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. And there, a post route started out right, caught it in the middle of the field, went into the end zone. What typically makes those successful, those deep post routes?
You need help from your complementary receivers, okay? The guy that you want to get the ball is the guy that we just saw catch it and take it into the end zone. So he needs help from the other guys who have to occupy anyone in the middle of the field. Whether it's one safety, sometimes you get 2 guys in there, either run routes at them so they have to cover them, or somehow freeze them by running underneath them and hoping to draw them towards the line of scrimmage and throw it over his head.
And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it. So much. You work on it so hard, but it's tough to simulate game speed in practice, and that often runs you into a penalty.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
Check, 59. All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. For the last one, man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. This is taken at the 23. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, he gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And it's caught by Parker. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd and 9, Mariota firing quickly here, and that's complete. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Mariota uncorks one for Davis. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Mariota throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
He gets it to Brown, complete. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12. Mariota on first down. He'll get this one complete to Davis. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Mariota again. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 27-yard line. On first and 10, here's Mariota. This will be caught by Brown. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Antonio Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Now this throw caught left side, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. To throw is Jackson. And this is caught. It's Parker. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Jackson. And this is Parker, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And running the jet sweep here to Parker. And just shutting him off there. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On first down, Dobbins. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Showing up.
And running the jet sweep here to Parker. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Jackson to throw. Being chased out left. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's home.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Mariota. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Here's McCray now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And excellent field position here as this drive will start on the other side of the 50-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Mariota to throw it. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Justin Houston in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Colts, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
don't wanna